Tricia Morris here at Club Scrap, and check out this sweet little note card holder. It's made with spring chorus papers and has this neat little flap you can tuck it into, and there's just enough room inside to hold 4 note cards and 4 envelopes. It's absolutely perfect for gift giving. You'll start with an 8.5-inch square paper and your 8x8 grid ruler. Place the ruler along the bottom edge of your paper square and grab a pencil. Find the 0, 0 corner of the ruler. You can see it on the left there. It says 0, 0. And measure at 3 1/4 and 3 3/4 and just make a little mark. Rotate the paper 1 turn clockwise and mark at 4 1/4 and 4 3/4. Rotate clockwise, once again at 3 1/4 and 3 3/4. One more turn clockwise, mark at 4 1/4 and 4 3/4. There you go. Now you have all the prep work done. We'll continue by using this ruler. Find the very first mark you made. I'm just going to take my pencil and put a little star right by that first mark, 3 1/4 inch mark. So I'll rotate this so that my 0, 0 of the ruler is lined up with that very first mark that I made. Now your ruler has these handy angle measurements, and what I want to find is the 45-degree angle and line it up with that first mark. So right now I have my 0, 0, and I'll just tilt the ruler until I find that 45-degree angle is matched up with the very edge of my paper. So this is not too hard. The 45-degree angle is the one that goes straight from corner to corner on the ruler. So take your bone folder and score along that line. Then slide your ruler down just a little bit to the next mark that you made at 3 3/4. Line up your 45-degree angle and score. Rotate the paper 1 turn. Realign the 0, 0 corner of your ruler with that mark that you made. Now this one happens to be at 4 1/4. Check to make sure your 45-degree angle is lined up with the edge of your paper, and make your both score lines in the same way. So always just double check to make sure things are lined up, and then keep rotating and scoring until every single mark has the appropriate score line. Once you're done with that, take a scissors and locate the angled lines that form a triangle by intersecting. So just trim away that little triangular shape, and then stop the tip of your scissor blades right when you reach the innermost intersecting lines. So you can see here I'm just removing those triangles. Once those corners are removed, take an eraser and just get rid of the pencil marks, because I like to have the bump of the score line on the inside of the fold. So this is actually the outside of my folio. Flip it over and then go ahead and fold on all of the score lines and burnish each fold with a bone folder. It's going to give you a nice crisp fold. Here you can see how the folio is really starting to take shape. When I put in the short panels and then the long flaps, it looks just like an envelope. So open it up and place it right side out on your work surface. Go ahead and trim a 4 1/4 by 5 3/4 inch panel from your 8.5 by 11 print that comes in the Spring Chorus Club Stamp Kit, and use your favorite adhesive to attach that panel to the outside of the folio. Then you'll need 2 squares, a 3 by 3 square and a 4 by 4 square. So just trim that from the same sheet, and then place your ruler, your grid ruler, right over that square. Make sure you use a cutting mat, and then line up corner to opposite corner. You can also use that handy 45-degree angle mark once again, and just take your craft knife and cut that square right in half on the diagonal. And if you're not comfortable using your craft knife, no worries. You can still put it in your trimmer and just line up the 2 points of the square with your cutting blade and make the slice that way. I feel comfortable with the ruler, so that's what I use. And then you'll see, by good fortune, that the triangles that you've made will nest perfectly onto the flaps of the folio. Now, of course, you don't need to do this step. You could rubber stamp it, decorate it any way you wish. But this is just one of many ways that you can make the decorative folio. And I just love how this looks with the Spring Chorus paper collection. Keep in mind that Club Stamp is a membership, and you can join the club and receive a treat like this in via FedEx every month, and it's really a great time. So go ahead and attach those to all 4 flaps, and then we're almost done, but I thought it would be nice to make a creative insert for the top flap to hold the folio closed. So close your little folio and use a pencil to mark the location where the top flap meets the bottom flap. Then open up the folio so that the marked spot is over a cutting mat. Then you can use your grid ruler to make sure the ruler is perpendicular to the straight lines of the folio, and make 2 cuts about 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch apart, making sure that the 2 cuts are slightly longer than the marked area. So make sure you go outside of your pencil lines by just a hair. So I'm eyeballing the distance between the 2 marks, but it is about a 1/2 inch. Then take an eraser and erase those pencil marks, and keep it nice and clean. Now you've got a little slot there that should, if all went well, your front flap will fit right into the slot to hold the folio closed. Finally, you can decorate the outside of the folio to heart's content. I just use a decorated altered shipping tag for mine. Can't wait to see what you do with yours. Have fun!